What's up, everybody? Welcome to Johnny I Pro Show. I have here no other than Juno-nominated artist Trinity. Chris, welcome. Welcome.
Johnny. Thank you.
I gotta say now, right off the bat, you're in Toronto. You were just at a recent show as well.
Yes.
The other day. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, at the warehouse, Gary Warehouse.
Just right around the corner.
Yeah. With
How was
Toronto
that?
Wire. It was good. Very good. Vibe was up. Toronto-esque, you know.
Yeah.
Like the venue, and it was headlining by Tug of War from the UK.
Wow. Now, how was that on like stage with him? Do you like? Are you a fan of the whole UK vibe that's going on now? Because it's a very popular thing going on.
Love that vibe. You have to understand the UK is like a Toronto because those are the first places Jamaicans migrated to from in the 50s, right? So that vibe's always been there. We're like brother and sister type thing.
Yeah. Now talk about growing up in Toronto and New York. We were born in Jamaica.
I was born in Toronto.
Sorry, born in Toronto. Yes, sorry. But then you were also like going back and
Spent
forth.
so much time in Jamaica from a child to a teenager and to an adult, right? And then America, New York was a big part of my upbringing too. I lived there for 10 years.
Wow.
Right, Atlanta for a few years, right? So, yeah, man.
How's the music scene now? I mean, New York is mostly obviously known as, I'm pretty sure the whole, like where music, like hip hop started, as they say, as a lot of people say, hip hop started there. But now you're more like, you got into more of the reggae sound. Was that from New York or?
That is just basically, it's from Toronto.
Wow,
Because like I felt my love for music it happened here in Canada, in Toronto.
Okay.
Listening to cassettes from Stereo One, King Jammies, you know what I mean? Studio One and that's how I fell in love with the game and the whole thing, right?
Wow. Now, what got you into music?
To keep it real, my older brother, my first job I was a hot walker. I used to hot walk horses at Woodbine Racetrack. And back in the 80s, Woodbine was an experience to say the least, right? In the mornings, that's all he played because he was a dance hall fanatic and he knew the history. So all I'm listening to was just Stereograph, King Jammies, Stereo One, and I'm listening to these guys on top of the rhythm. And that was just like, when I mean stimulating and like captivates you 4:30 in the morning with the car stinking of weed and your older brother in the car going to work, and a particular artist that stood out to me, that the light came on when I heard this guy named Major Worries.
So that was one of your inspirations as well, like artists growing up?
He's the architect.
Wow.
My architect.
Wow.
And then so many other, the architect of that thing. That's my opinion.
Wow.
I could be challenged, but when I heard Major Worries, I was just like, I gotta be like this guy. Oh yeah.
Now, what are the similarities now from like, obviously you're all over, like Jamaica, New York, Toronto. What are the similarities now? Do you see anything the same from like even New York, Toronto?
The main similarity that I saw is that reggae dancehall moved both cultures.
Yeah.
You couldn't have one without the other.
Exactly.
Like I have an EP coming up with my brother Lord Fury, and I'm gonna, like, I even mentioned this idea to him where I need a single where I'm saying rap stems from dancehall.
Ooh.
Without dancehall, you wouldn't have no rap at all. And there's a blueprint and facts for that. So just like, that's how my brain thinks, and these things need to be known because I spent so much time in America. No diss to the Americans, but also a diss to Americans. They're very ignorant when it comes to where certain things come from, that they vibe to, mimic, and vulture.
Yeah.
They don't give the props to it.
There's one lesson right here.
Fuckers.
I love it.
You know, they don't. So
it's a whole. So you do see like a cultural shift, or you see a big difference.
Super and big similarities as well. All right.
What is now like what any obviously there's always pros and cons to anything, but anything in like the Canadian scene that you see that like are you like a fan of now?
Now?
Yeah.
I just love music in general, and I'm a 101 Toronto street dude, and the 101 Toronto street dudes love to see when the youth them are doing something good.
Exactly. How about like new artists, like even guys are like nowadays, like obviously the Drakes, or you have like, are you a fan of Drake, like what he's done for the city?
Klar. Drake is a hero because Cardinal didn't pull it off. He didn't pull it off. I'm coming from a day where My first video at 11 or 12 was Dream Warriors.
Yeah.
Shout out Dream Warriors, King Lou. Shout out HDV, Jackie Jasper. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Where there wasn't a hope on God's earth that we'd get a respect, an inch of respect for what we do over here. So Drake
put on the map.
He crushed that and said, we are the shit.
Exactly. For 20 plus years.
We've been the shit.
Yeah. For 20 plus years, he's been in the game.
That's very important. And that alone, I rate the dude for.
Exactly.
In Bud.
Yeah. Is there any other artists from like Toronto that you big up as well that, but like somewhat like, well, not as big as Drake, because they won't come as anything as big as Drake, but anybody else that you just think that put Toronto on the map?
That put Toronto on the map? Shoot. Wow, what genre?
Let's just say, for instance, like even like hip hop and stuff. Or anything in general. You have obviously like guys you could think of.
Jellystone.
Jellystone, okay.
First $1 million deal.
Wow.
Bad. Super bad. Because again, why Jellystone's a OG and a super bad level, you're talking ghetto prodigy from the streets, from the hood, in a place you're not supposed to make it, came out, got $1 million deal, boom, bam, bang. Wow. Like a Cinderella story.
Yeah.
Ghetto style. A murder.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now let's talk about Shorelines, the gang that you formed as well in New York. Let's talk about that.
That was the portal. I was 16. My cousin, Larry Diamond, who was an artist at the time, he had signed an ASCAP publishing deal. Brainiac, genius writer, who's doing life now for Two Bodies from a situation in Philadelphia. And I'll tell you, he got picked up. We were coming to New York the Thursday. He got picked up the Wednesday. Because he already set up the deal for us to meet Royale Bayon, who was the producer and the person that came with the, helped facilitate the Shorelines moniker. The idea was my cousin's. He wanted a reggae boys to men.
Okay.
So all of us were from 16 to 18 at the time. Me, my cousin, Slingshot from King Turbo was a part of the group.
Wow. And
Drew Blacks, Drew Pidan. But Slingshot chose sound. And there was now 3 of us.
Okay. A lot of legends over here.
And Hardcore, a bridger named Hardcore from Alberta. Super talented individual.
So that's like God's plan. Like, what are the odds that the day after?
It was insane.
Yeah.
It was insane because the feds picked up my cousin, the brain for this whole thing. So now I just said, fuck off high school. New York, lights, limos, let's go. And I was just like, he's where? Okay, so what do we do now? But the meetings were all set up and everything was going to go.
So it's go time.
So his younger brother, which ended up being my manager, Cassie Mafia, we proceeded. That's the first time I seen $50,000. It was US. We had signed a deal with Blackstone, which ended up having us with Pendulum Records. Lords of the Underground, I think MC Light was on that label at the time too. It was that loud, and I was 16.
And seeing that much money at 16, like, holy.
I was just like, it was split 4 ways.
Okay.
He got his 20% and the rest went to the artist.
Yeah. But I mean,
so I was like this, like, what?
Yeah, like.
And I never sat in a limousine before too, so that was also blow. And I'm in Manhattan. Like, I mean, when you're talking manifestation and law of attraction and boom, bam, bing, at 16, you didn't know the fucking inkling of that.
Yeah.
But that's, now, I'm saying, wow, that was
some Hollywood stuff.
That was Hollywood.
I love it. Now, the first single, Body Moves. Let's talk about that.
Body Moves. It was my first rebellious move it was a rebellious risk that got us what we wanted. Because Royale, we asked for certain demands. Cause so I'm 16, I have over $10,000 cash. I'm going nuts right now, like, literally. And in them time, the things are like affordable and it's okay. So it's like you spend $1,000, you still have a lot of change.
Yeah.
So we're like, I'm getting rebellious, and I'm getting the guys like down to be rebellious, and we're like, we're going to Jamaica. That was my idea.
Yeah.
Cause I'm saying like, yeah, we did this, but we're not gonna get the ratings. I think we did a party and we didn't move the crowd too good.
Yeah.
And it fucked with our brains, right? Because we're on BET. And the promotion's crazy, but we're like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, it's because we're not in Jamaica. That's where we gotta go. We gotta go to the Mecca and get the respect.
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah. The other 2 didn't. But then I convinced them. The label now, Blackstone's like, no. We have 19 more dates for you all over the I'm like, so? Sneakily jumped on a plane and left. Oh. So we forced them now to do, at that time, 35mm was the epitome of videos.
Yeah.
If you had a person to shoot a 35 mil, you had a movie.
For grooving, yeah.
So my risky move and little rebellious move got us a 35 millimeter video. Like where that's what was like,
Yeah.
like
At that time,
BT
yeah.
said yes, okay, good.
Take it.
We don't care what their names are. This looks great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For TV, yeah, great for TV.
So that's what we had to do.
Now, signed your contract at 16, but then, as we said before, things went a little left. Let's talk about that.
Well, temptation and I guess the lifestyle that you see got a part of it, and it swayed, sabotaged, fucked up my run. All right, jail.
And then, yeah, we talked about it as well. Incarcerated, you're in jail as well. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, for sure, because it was a part of the journey. It caused a bitter soul, super bitter. But that bitterness I channeled and came out, and that's how it, because my name then was Gangsta Pretty, infamous gangster. Big up Rat from Brooklyn, Flatbush crew that gave me that name. Like New York was my place. I know New York like I know Toronto. And incarceration formed Trinity, Chris. I started now getting more conscious of what really I'm here for.
Yeah.
Like, why am I here? What's going on?
So it taught you a lesson.
And then now, in there, I recreated myself. And then I came back out after 6 years. I did it in Ohio. But before I came out, I was like, when am I going to come out? What am I going to do? And then I was like, okay, Canada loves patriotism. I'm from Toronto, where we get dough in pop bottles. Montreal players ball with hot models. Halifax, hot dads, Halifax. Instant hit when I came out. Much Music gave me $20,000 for a video, Fat Grant. Specs the Boss, Specs from King Turbo. Again, they're actually the ones that actually put my career out there. It was now no looking back.
So you came out with like a motivation, like
I came out with a plan.
Plan, there you go, that's even better.
I came out with a plan and I believed in myself.
And manifestation as well. You probably manifested that.
Manifested it to the nines. But I didn't know I was doing it because I wasn't consciously there yet like I am now. Right?
Yeah.
So now I know that I'm connecting the two now. Oh, got a problem now.
Then everything starts clicking.
Jaja, real clicking, like clicking, and it's clicking now. It's happening now. We speak it now.
Exactly. Right. What is a lesson now that it taught you being there for 6 years?
Nothing without God.
Yes, amen.
That's an easy answer, quick too.
Yeah.
So from you realize that, and then it's a deeper meds too, because it's subliminally within inside. Anything we say, oh, this like a Fuji buckle here is an illusion. Everything's an illusion.
Yeah.
You see, from you surpass that now, you know how to channel and manifest exactly where you are. Yeah. And it took me a while to get there.
Exactly. And then after, let's talk about the record label, starting lineup.
Oh, Wicked Journey. That was a Wicked Portal and Chapter. That now, at that time, you had to be moving posse-esque, crew-esque, mob-esque, gang-esque. That was the code at the time. And I had the roughest code crew. Phil Banks, Trey Nice, Young Smurf, DJ Juggy, and real steppers. Steppers with name in the city. Active. So it made me as an artist look like, whoo, the guy. And this was without social media.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even a show and tell thing. It was just how we actually really flexed. You know what I mean? It was the code at the time. You know?
So a lot of codes. So in other words, like a lot of like, so there's like cliques. There's a lot of cliques that go around like, at that time.
Yeah.
Was there also as well like certain areas like say now there's still a Regent Park is it's a good area now. I mean not good but like you can see it's revamped. They're trying to make it all like I mean back then there's like obviously was it like is it the Rexdales, the Regent Parks, the Moss Parks like everybody had their own little.
It was that type. It was that type of that type of thing.
Yeah.
And everybody had a rapper or artist, and everybody's goal at that time was to get their product on Much Music.
Yes.
And on Flow.
Yeah.
And we strong arm Flow. Yeah. Big up Specs. Although me and him talk, I win a business. He made that happen. And that's what also made people look at me different when they saw me like, how is he doing this?
Yeah.
Is he pay? No, dog, it was just belief and little badness in between. And risk on Specs' part. Specs almost got fired a few times because of me. But the streets said, this is the guy. Right, and then it just started infectiously happening. I'm coming from like Caravana Week, and I'm standing at Young and Dundas with 300 CDs, with the Scarface cover in black and red and white. I'm in the middle of the street giving my stuff through U.S. cars and cars through the windows, and people were just mesmerized, loving the hustle. Them style there.
I remember that back then that was a vibe as well. Like was it usually the Friday or Saturday night? People just riding through Dundas, Young and Dundas Square, just pumping their music, their cars, having a good time. Yeah, that was it to promote your music.
That's how that hit broke out. I'm from Toronto. That's how it broke out.
Wow. Some real...
Yeah, because 2 hours later, I'm going to my car now to go get more, and I hear a car down there thumping it.
So that's a promotion thing.
So
like,
I was like, whoa. You know what I mean? It was like a, whoa.
So that's back then. So nowadays we have, as they say, like, I was even saying this on another show as well, like nowadays we have social media. Yeah. Anything you go is on your phone.
Yeah.
So back then, obviously, you had like how you did, promote your own music yourself. You had the radio. You had perhaps maybe even back then the newspaper or even TV.
It was all that.
But nowadays, all that sums up to the phone.
Yeah.
Crazy
pretty much.
See how times...
Pretty much. So we're just going to recreate and evolve to it and kill it again.
Exactly. But the way you like that showed yourself, like you know when they say earn not given?
Yeah. I was my social media platform.
Yeah.
Because I got it.
Yeah.
I understood it and understood it quick. And it worked.
Yeah, exactly.
And spent a lot of money doing it. I don't regret. I mean, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
I would never change it again. Like, that is the experience.
The hard work, dedication shows.
The journey is just as good as the glory.
Exactly. The first single, the anthem under the new label.
That was the first one. And then I came with... So the same guy, Specs, promoting his yearly party, which sells off. He was saying, I'm keeping my birthday party, and but guess what? Ladies, you already know the dress code. Simply sexy, scantily, and beautiful. But you see the guys? I don't want no Playtex shirt, no horse riding pants, and those ugly square front shoes you guys wear. And I fell out of my car. Being a light went off in my head. And it was so interesting because I fell out of my car. I was like, okay, holy fuck, what did he just say? And it was so crazy. I had stopped to get something, weed or something, because I was going to go pick him up from Flo to bring him to his resident gig at a club. And I'm telling him the vibe in the car, and he's like, what the fuck? He's like, oh, he's laughing his head off because he's in party zone because he's trying to make money pushing his party.
Of course.
He kind of overheard what I even said.
Yeah.
We got to the club. He's doing his DJ set. He plays a particular song, and this song had just bust. Oh, Tativa Legian. What was that party called? A sound named Swash International bust an artist called Ding Dong. And the song was called Batman Forward, Batman Pull Up. I was like, when he played that shit, I was like, what the fuck?
It's a hit.
So after dropping him off, a couple drinks from the club, in the car is how I came with the record and going back to my house. I just said, you know what, I'm just going to actually flip what this guy's saying in his song.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find the instrumental, so I got someone to do the instrumental, flipped what he said in the song. I didn't write a word, I freestyled it in the studio. It took me like 4 minutes. And it was my first breakout hit.
No way.
Yeah. Crazy.
And now you also have a moment as well where you met Acon as well. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. I knew Acon before Acon was Acon.
Okay, let's talk about that.
I'm the first guy played an Acon record in Canada. King Turbo was the first organized music. It was on 89.5, Morning Ride, CIUT. And I gave Slingshot the record. And he's like, yeah, that's cool. Okay, I'll play it because he's my boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's how we met. I was in Jamaica. I did a little something here, went to Jamaica, and then from Jamaica, the guy during the Shorelines gang thing, he was my manager named Andre Young. Shout out Andre. Shout out Atlanta. Big up Atlanta. They had flew me to Atlanta, and there was a party, and Acon was going to be at that party, and that's how I actually. Outkast's record release party. That's how I met.
Outkast, okay, legendary.
I was at Outkast's record release party. That's how I met Acon. Him and I hit it off at the party and went back to his studio, my crew and his crew, and I did 3 songs in that night at his studio, and that's how it transpired. And then he got dropped from his label like a week or 2 later.
Do you regret that by now for sure?
Fuck, I helped him move the studio from Buckhead to Alpharetta, where he had got a house for his mom. And that was in jeopardy too because it wasn't fully, he just put a down payment on it. So no deal, money's running out, advance running out, you spent most of it on studio equipment. So we did another song, and that was the song that actually that was my first radio rotated record. Flo put it on regular rotation. Was playing every hour on the hour for years here in Toronto, featuring Acon. Psalms 91.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a legendary story. Wow.
I recorded in his fucking bathroom, bro. He was in his bedroom. I'm in his bathroom. That's why he had the mic set. And that's how I.
But that's when the beauty of greatness comes out.
And that was my first radio rotated hit.
Wow. You don't need no fancy. Nowadays we have studios. This, that.
Yeah, crazy.
In the bathroom. Take that in. Wow.
Nuts.
Now you've went on tour with so many greats, from Ghostface Killah, Method Man, Beanie Man, Elephant Man, Serrani. Now I gotta ask you now, going with all those guys, what have you learned from them? Did you nitpick anything off those guys?
They didn't play about their pay. That's like being on tour. You get to really actually realize and understand and get the chance to exercise how serious people take their craft. It's not a game. Some don't, but I was blessed to be around the ones that did. You know what I mean?
Any tour stories that just to this day you can tell the fans that? Wow. I mean, nothing that if it's nothing. Not you have somebody knocking on your door tomorrow morning.
Wow. Crazy ones. I mean, like, fuck. My best experience, I guess, was with Ghostface Killah.
Wu-Tang legend.
Yeah. Like, that's a general.
Yeah.
And it magnetically drew the rewards of being a general. And I'll just keep it right there.
Exactly.
The best of the best when you're around with them. Shout out Lord Fury, he can co-sign that.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
It's that type of level, bro. And, he also showed me how you actually conduct yourself as an artist. How you keep that mysterious, mysterious, like, you know what I mean? You're here 1 second, you just disappear. You don't even know where he went. Didn't partake in certain situations. And so it keeps your fame lit.
And that's from so many years in the game, learning from the pros, the cons.
Don't ever groupie and whore yourself out.
Okay.
You'll play with your bag like that and get yourself in mix up. So these little small things I got from these guys, you know what I mean?
And you keep it with you.
Kept that with me for real.
And now you have also a hit record as well, None Left It with Sheik Louch. Let's talk about that.
That was massive. Yeah. Because Sheik came up with, he was the special guest for Ghostface. And while on tour, before we had left Toronto to do the East Coast run, he was hanging out with Peter Jackson, doing a feature. Shout out Peter Jackson said, we're not bad mind, I really would. But he heard, while he was doing a feature for Peter just played the song. And Sheik lost it. Who the fuck is this? What is this? And then that's how that happened. We just organized the business, and the rest was history.
Now you have an actual banger, which is like a major hit, legendary, with Bounty Killer.
Oh, No Consignment. That was major because I'll tell you the story about that. You want to talk about a story? I paid him like prior to getting that. I must have paid him probably 8 years prior to that. You want to talk about a mysterious individual and hard to get to, and you got to go through a wall to get to that guy. You got to be someone or doing something to get to that guy. Yeah, so I made sure I did that to get to that guy.
8 years?
Yeah, man.
What?
Yeah.
It's like a waiting list to get to him?
It was, and then when I finally got there now, shout out Kevin, Payday Production, my brother, bro. But it didn't start that way because that's, like, him and I got into a very heated argument because I thought I was being played. And then that, I guess, incited Killer to be like, who's this guy? Yeah. Brawling. All right, get him in here. And then I was in Jamaica the next day. Boom. And then that's how that happened.
So you're in studio with Bounty Killer making
Yeah. We wrote his part. Me, shout out Liquor Wicked, Rash Shady, Psy, Treatment. But it was me, Treatment, and Shady. We wrote No Consignment from top to bottom. 4-bar, and then we just sat in the 4-bar, had the beat. You know what I mean? We wrote that, and we wrote his part.
How was the vibes in Jamaica with Bounty Killer in studio?
Insane, because nobody has ever heard, at that time, nobody ever heard Bounty on a trap beat.
Okay. So
then that's how it worked. And when the selectors during my campaign played that, there was a bit of a fight because no one knows me.
Of course.
They don't care if you have a song with Bounty.
Yeah.
But then shout out Boom Boom and Harry Hype. Shout out Boom Boom and Harry Hype. Hot Mondays, I'll never forget it. this guy's Boom Boom is an MC. He gave the song such an intro one night. I didn't give him $1, but you know what I mean. I took care of these guys. Said, but he believed him and Harry, and the intro he gave the song, and when Harry Hype dropped the record, it was like people are telling me it was probably one of the biggest forwards at Hot Monday for an unknown artist. And Killer was on the balcony up there, and took that in, and had mentioned it to me, sometime later. So it's like,
so he's been watching.
He was a part of the song. It's his song, but at first, from that night, he himself now has a Rolodex of selectors, and they each got a personal message saying, "Yo, when you see him and when you see this record, rise it and rise. Don't even rise it prime time too."
Because he knew it was a banger.
And then that's how it happened. So after that night, anywhere I went in Kingston or in Jamaica, as a matter of fact, that song was played at prime time of the party. And then I shot the video out of pocket, and it went number 4 on Tempo, without me paying $1. It was just organically grown. Now.
Filmed in Jamaica.
It filmed in Jamaica.
Okay. Ooh.
Shout out Rockford, Piedmont. Filmed in these 2 places.
Some legendary stuff. Then you also were featured on Pull Up with Rochester and Canadian legend Cardinal Official.
He's blood cousin.
Yeah.
Cardinal? No, Junos. I gotta call his dad Uncle Neville. So yeah. And at that time, I had a different opinion about Card now. I'm not gonna sit here and bash.
Of course, whatever.
Yeah, those things. I had a different opinion about Card now, but at that time, that song was the hottest song on radio in Toronto. So with my cousin, and at that time, my movement was super fuego. You know, Vato Loco out there, right? Crazy on them. And Card said, "Come, I need you on the remix." And at that time, I said, "Oh, what a perfect time to kick Card down his chest and just say something that I know he ain't doing and didn't do."
Yeah.
And we just go unite and just start that couple of ways, but a problem pick me, you know. So we love cause it because it got a great reaction.
Yeah.
It got all the hoods that I shouted out, bun my mode. It got all the areas that I involved behind me.
So it's a song for like the people.
Yeah, they didn't rate Cardinal. Cardinal didn't have the areas and the garrisons like how I had them.
But they had to obviously adapt or respect it because you're on the track.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It was like it's a good segue how to to kick down your enemy without even physically touching him.
that's
so shout out Juice Rochester
legendary gem right
for
there.
that portal and that opportunity.
As well as when I do my shows and stuff, I like giving flowers and stuff. I want to give you flowers and say big up for what you've been doing for how many years now?
Judge, Wovatoti.
Exactly, and now you're one of the first Canadians to be at the Apollo for BET.
Yeah, if you don't get if you don't get the old lady out of her chair, you ain't doing it.
Yeah,
and we did that.
Talk about that moment there.
That was crazy.
To this day, you guys are the first Canadians.
Shout out King George. He's a huge businessman in Atlanta. He keeps the biggest shows in Atlanta. Anyway, King George is and again my cousin Cass and the label that we were signed to at the time, Blackstone, had set that up, and we knew, me, Grizzly, and Droopy knew that like this is it, eh?
Yeah.
This is it. This is it. So yeah, it was a vibe.
Vibe for sure. Now also you were nominated for a Juno.
Yeah.
That's as big as the pedestal you get in Canada.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was outside doing crime in my car and I got a phone call saying I got nominated for a Juno. I was like, what?
Like, let's slow down a little bit.
Yeah, well, I had to U-turn off the 401 and go down to a Juno party in Acon. You know what I mean? So, we're authentic artists.
Yeah. Real life.
Yeah, we're authentic. You know what I mean? I call it chosen one. Right? Like my broski, Lord Fury, chosen one. You know what I mean? Armando, chosen one. I had Rashid, chosen ones. Like I hang with chosen ones. This is my tribe.
Yeah, they call out chosen ones as well. He also has a great artist,
Johnny Hyper, chosen one.
Yes, big up.
Yeah, like mud.
Yes, you ever heard as well of Acon Eastwood?
Yes, man.
Yeah, chosen one, exactly.
And he knows it.
Yeah, and he knows it.
So it's only right that him and Fury link up on the Supreme Gene Enterprise is what it is, right?
Exactly.
Mud like that, yeah.
Now your one hit now, Seaview, which was on the radio for years, all the time. Let's talk about that right there. How you come about Seaview?
Big up Alex K, DJ Delirious. Shout outs to Armando's in Italy right now. Again, Delirious. Another chapter in my life. I'd slowed down doing music. I actually gave it up. I formed a business and I was, doing amazing for myself. Had my family, lived sweet, was, on my way. I just like, music, whatever. It was a fun time. Here comes Alex K and Delirious. And, through Mega Man, shout out Mega Man and Abstract, Auntie. They knew Delirious and Alex K. And somehow my name was mentioned or brought up, and Alex K. Delirious like, you know him? Oh, we need a record with him, and that's how that started. Next thing, by the time I blinked, I had a record with Serrani, Beanie Man.
Serrani, big tune, big guy.
And then TikTok by myself. TikTok is what.
Let's talk about that single there.
Yeah, big up Fabi Benz in Germany. That one smashed up Germany and smashed up over here. It was a vibe. Yeah, it was a vibe, bro. Like when I perform it now, it's a vibe. You know what I mean? No matter who I perform it in front of, it was a vibe. And yeah, that was all courtesy of DJ Delirious and Alex K.
What goes through your writing process now? Like, you got to make a song. Like, what goes through your writing process?
Writing process. It has to connect with chosen ones.
Yeah. So you got to be, yeah.
When the masses. When song bad, song just bad.
Yeah.
So we try to talk about stuff too that's catchy, stuff that people don't say in songs. You know, that I feel with chord.
And something different.
Yeah, chord. Like you have to have your chord have to different. You can't sound the next man.
Yeah.
So I'm super grateful unto my
to have your own sound.
To have my own voice.
Yeah,
that advice, it's not my advice. I feel advice.
Yeah.
So I recognize that, and I didn't before as a kid, or in that journey. I didn't recognize. I kind of played with it. Yeah.
I love it. No, but before we start as well with Fury, shout out Fury as well in the studio.
Yeah, John.
You have a huge song with him as well, Change My Mind with Killer Priest.
Wow. That got me a chance to be actually on a song with a Wu-Tang member.
Yeah.
Another staple in my life. Shout out Killer Priest. I went on tour with him. Like, okay, a guy like him.
Yeah, legend.
You want to talk about frequency? Deafening. Deaf as. That guy goes out on stage and it's like people on the ceiling.
Yeah. It's a legend. We're like, you know.
Every night. Like chosen one. The normal guy can't do that.
No.
Understand that, please. That's no disrespect. Normal people.
Average Joes can't do that.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Developed talent can't do that.
Key word, gem, chosen one.
Chosen one.
You're gonna be chosen for this.
Yeah,
I love it.
Different.
Yeah.
And from your understanding, say different.
Yeah.
Your outcome is different.
Yeah.
You stop looking at the illusion and the fear and the can'ts and the oh my goodness and the worries in your ability. You own it. Are yours.
It's a vision.
Activate it now.
And I can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took me to be a Ray Kroc to understand that. I'm talking in numbers now.
Of course.
And age. You over my thing now,
Yeah.
Johnny Pro.
Yeah.
If you know, Johnny Pro, you know.
I love it. Now, if there could be these are like fan questions. The fans love this. If there could be a dream collab for you now, anybody from the past, let's go past and the present, who would it be for you? You could shoot to the stars. Fans love this. Manifestation, and it could happen. Because fans will hear this. Tag a couple people, 1, 2 here.
There's a few. Shit. Yeah, the game's gonna happen. The game. I have something for the game.
Ooh, okay.
I have something for the game to rise back his career. Yeah. Game.
Compton's very own.
Yeah, game. Get at Lord Fear. Get at us. We have
You know what's
something
crazy?
for
The
you.
Game was actually my favorite rapper growing up.
Yeah.
2004, I remember when he started off with his documentary album. Like, I actually love The Game. And he started off, remember he had the GU Not feud with 50 Cent stuff. But like, his stuff was just like Los Angeles wise. Like, that was actually low key my favorite rapper growing up.
Yeah. Answer Holly Go Lightly, my brother. Let's get it happening. I need a thing right now. Bobby Shmurda. Never get something about Bobby Shmurda too.
I see the vibe.
I like to do songs with real steppers.
Yeah.
He's a stepper.
And he is.
Right? So, because the fans have to believe the record. Though.
Yeah.
And it my gal is too. It make the thing fun.
Yeah.
Cause madness a fun thing too, like real step at them, like skin with teeth and show we're going and laugh and kick our bank account. What? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He gets that. And he loves dancehall and reggae. So Bobby Shmurda is a must that has to happen. Trinity Chris Bobby Shmurda. Chasing status.
Exactly.
That's my goal right now. Chasing status in the UK. I need something with them. I'm going to have something with them. And it's gonna
You just went from Compton to New York to the UK, everywhere.
Yeah.
I love this. And now you said The Game. I was a fan of yours, but now I love this guy even more now. The Game.
Yeah.
Like legit, I'm a fan of The Game. Growing up,
Yeah.
that was my dude.
It's a
If you
must.
want to see some real like gangster like shit, like he was it.
It's not even that he's wicked with his pen.
And he's
He
real
can
with
write.
that.
He's right. He can write. He knows how, and you know what I mean. He knows how. He's embodied commercial success. So you also want to ride waves with people like that.
Yeah.
Kind of also, you're gonna learn something from them. It's gonna make you look good as a person that's just now entering that plateau of the industry now.
And his albums too, the documentary, the Red album, so much stuff. Like, I don't want to fanboy this, but like
Johnny I Pro, your
yeah.
life changed
Yeah.
because of a 3-minute portal. It's called a hit.
exactly.
It's way a ticket now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love it. Now, tell yourself now, if you had a young right now Trinity right in front of you, a young Trinity Chris right now, and you tell him, what would some advice that you give him right now to your younger self?
God first, no drugs. Chop off your head if you even try that. Laugh with me right now. I make sure integrity is your favorite word. Anything that you're doing, anything where you're rascal out there, you can do it when nobody now look. If you can uphold those 3 things, you'll be a multi-billionaire and a world-selling top headlining artist.
Couldn't have said it better.
I
Now,
wish I had someone to show me that when I was 16. You of us.
yeah. Now it comes down to the youth. Like, any message now to the youth that come up to you for advice or be like, I want to go into the music scene. What is your advice to them?
God alone. Stop playing yourself for $1, man. Because the ending is just like a drug dealer. The ending, dead or jail. So if you're not gonna put, I don't care what you call God. Too. Let's just throw religion in the lake of fire, and the names, right, and the skin color. Let's throw that in the fire too.
Yep.
So humans understand, you know what I mean? The universe, the creators first, for your portals to make sense.
Couldn't have said better. Now,
Makes sense, yeah.
for yourself now as well, is now we're winding down to this. I want to know now your Mount Rushmore. Let's start off your Mount Rushmore of reggae artist. And you can mix up with dancehall as well. Usually Mount Rushmore has 4. You can, whatever, do what you got to do. So it's like basically like your goats.
Reggae artists,
Yeah, you can mix
Mount
up.
Rushmore. Garnet Silk always made me stop and really and listen to him. And it was funny because later on, while I was studying him, he was divinely touched when he sang in his message. And here and gone. Who's
Crazy,
that?
exactly.
That's God.
Yeah.
That's God. So I caught that at a young age. Again, my blueprint, my architect, Major Worries.
Yep.
Ninja Man, stage presence. To this day, there's no artist that has it.
If you have stage presence, you made it. as an artist.
It's why Ninja Man is the best, the GOAT. He improvised every inch of it. You understand the brain you have to do that, and then hold 40,000 people simultaneously, and do that for almost 40 years at top dollar.
Big man things. Jesus Christ. That's legendary.
Artists, Wesedema. And shout out the young artists, I love them.
Yeah.
Skeng especially. Skeng, Tommy Lee, the young artists, them.
Who are some now artists that you look at and are like, you're doing your damn thing? Now, besides even reggae, it could be anything. Rap, it could be a lot of different genres. Who are some artists that you look at now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Skilly Bang.
Okay.
Bodies right now. He's doing it. He's my kid. I saw you for doing it. Mad. Skilly Bang. 1000%. I like the Cartel story. I have a shout out Vibes Cartel. I have a record with him too.
And he's going to be in the city as well on the 27th.
I like that.
Tickets
How do you not
sold
like
out
that
less than
story?
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Question it all you want.
Yeah.
Because it looks Illuminati-esque. It looks like
Yeah.
I sell your soul-esque.
Yeah.
It does. As it should, because, I mean, like, here's a little secret of Gem iPro. Johnny iPro, I know, you know, iPro. If you master the heel game, you master the world of entertainment. No matter how you entertain, whether you come off a turnbuckle or you have the tacophone in your hand, you have to learn how to be a heel.
Yeah. And
It keeps you household named, keeps you on the minds of people
keeps them
for
on
a
their
long
toes.
time.
Yeah.
It keeps your pockets filled.
Yeah.
And that's, yeah, man.
Exactly. Now, I got to say now, before you mention family as well, how important is family and legacy to you?
Everything. You got to go home to somewhere after.
Of course.
go have a shower and wash off all the foolishness. And, play with your kid, lay down with your kid in the bed. Actually be human. You know what I mean? Hug up your wife. Be human. You know what I mean? Sit down, smoke a spliff, and be like, fuck, okay. Wow. I'm about to do this fucking in 2 weeks again, okay? Great.
Yeah,
But that's so important.
That's
a
your
reset.
It's your USA.
Yeah, it's a reset. It's so super important, brother.
How about legacy now? Now you're named legacy. How important is that?
It's everything. Yeah. It's everything. Because you want to leave back a blueprint for your kids to follow now. And a little paper so they don't go sell drugs, pick up a gun, rape a girl, disrespect another human out there. Don't give 100 in everything they do. Like these are the things I instill. My oldest are already emulating that, so God bless them. And my youngest, I have to prep him to be that.
The generation. I mean, it's hard, right? But it's like
I didn't have that.
Yeah.
And now that I understand that, shame on me if I don't execute that.
Exactly.
And I'm a demon myself, so it was a lot of trial and error in the process.
Exactly. Now I gotta say, we're gonna definitely run this back as well. I want to thank you so much for being on the show.
Murder.
Now, last but not least is
Thank
this.
God.
Yes, of course, praise God. Is when it's all said and done,
Jojo.
what do you want the fans and everybody to remember Trinity Chris as?
Really? An individual that just believed in himself and knew what I was here for. And understood my purpose. However you want to take that and whatever you want to sum that up in a one-word thing, I can't. But that's the frequency. Because you get that chance, that's your job. All right?
Okay.
Emulate.
Yeah.
Not break down and appreciate.
Can I have said that better? Now, to a message now before you sign off to your fans who've been rocking you for so many years.
Message right now. Boom. Check me out. It's Friday, Montreal. Tug of War Swing Foot Tour. I'll be there. Shout out Dirt Mac. Shout out Lord Fury. EP's dropping. The Furious Trinity. It's going to be diabolical. Big up Chris McKee.
Yep.
And yeah, man. We have a tour that we're in the works with a super A-list American artist. Look out for that. So, 2026 is going to be the year of the Trinity.
A lot of blessings and success to you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Until next time.
Yeah, man.
God bless.
Outside.
And we're out.
No, too.